te hau ki te tonga, kia mā kina ki uta, kia mā taratara ki tai. E hia ki ana te atakura, he tio, he muka, he hou hu, ti he I Mauriora. Ti he I Mauriora ki te whai au, ti he I Mauriora ki te o marama. Tātou ki a tātou, e rere kawatunga mihi o te wā ki a tātou. Mai I tōku hononga o ōku tūpuna, a tahu pōtiki, a hamo te raki, tūana nei, I rau e te tāwharautanga o tōku whare, tō tātou nei whare o te wā nei, a tūranga, rere mihi kawatu ki a koutou. Koutou ngā manuhiri tuārangi, ko whakarau ka mai nei tēnei wā ki tēnei kaupapa whakahirahira, me mihi kātika ki a koutou. E koutou ko rere tawhiti mai. Koutou ko rere tawhiti mai I Amerika, mai ngā wāhi katoa o te ao, me mihi kātika ki a koutou e angaru tēnā koe. Koutou ko tō tira kua tae mai, ki tēnei te rohe o ngaitahu, ngai tuahuri, tēnā koutou. Tēnā koutou ngā rangatira e noho whakamua nei I ahau. Me mihi kātika o tōku rangatira a te maire, kia koutou I tēnei wā, tēnā koutou e te minita, e me mihi kātika ki a koe, te minita mai te mai a whare tō rangatu, e tōku rangatira, te koromatua o tautahi, te kaunihero o tautahi, e tōku rangatira me mihi kātika ki a koe, me te hononga kei wane nui a tāua, tēnā kōrua, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa.
I also speak English. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kaharo Manihira, and that roll over there was me speaking in Māori. Pretty cool, eh? Don't clap for that one, man. Believe me, I can speak in English really well too. But I'm here to welcome everyone here to Christchurch, to our whare, tūranga. First of all, tūranga is important to us because since the earthquakes, we as Ngaitahu have got a relationship with Christchurch City Council. Since the earthquakes, we've been able to incorporate our core five. Oh, there's my name. Wow. Awesome. Can someone take a photo of that? That would be great. I need to send that one to my aunties. Behind these screens and on the outside is etched our history with our connection and our tūranga waiwai here. So on that note, I want to acknowledge first and foremost the Mayor, the Honourable Zealand Aerospace, tēnā koe e te koromatua, and we actually have a relationship with Ngaitahu, and believe it or not, that's my boss. No, really, she is. So, on other guests I would like to acknowledge the Honourable Minister Megan Woods, tēnā koe. I'm actually repeating what I said in Māori to English, so I do apologise, the translation belt isn't working this afternoon. Also, other distinguished guests, the CEO of Blink Innovation, Tony Lemming. Where are you, Tony? Kia ora, Tony. Airbus Managing Director of Australia Pacific, Andrew Matthewson. Tēnā koe anaru, Andrew. I've already said the Mayor of Christchurch, my notes aren't playing game today. And Space co-founder Emmeline Pat Dovestorm, and also the Sir Edmund Hillary Foundation, tēnā koutou. So before I hand the microphone over to Leanne Dalziel, our Honourable Mayor, I would like to give the concept of kaitiakitanga. So kaitiakitanga, if you look at tēnā koe, Leanne's just sent me a near drop of my photo. Wow, I look really good, kia ora. And back to my notes. So what we do in Christchurch, kia ora. Kaitiakitanga, it's an old concept in Māoridom, and when you use Google Translate, as you do when you want to translate from one language to another, it's not that good. It has the word guardianship. However, for us as Ngaitahu, us as Māori, in my upbringing here, it means to be able to gift a taonga, a treasure, whatever that is, to the next generation in a better condition than when we received it. That's what kaitiakitanga is. And I want to acknowledge Airbus and all the organisations that have organised all of this. I have been filled in about the concept of this conference. Not competition. It's a competition, eh? Yeah. Believe you me, I want to win it. See these eardrops? Anyway, so that is preserving what we have for future generations. So that is the concept of kaitiakitanga for us. The challenge is seeking out brightest minds to use space data and unmanned aircraft technology to detect, to monitor, or measure water or soil pollution. And I know that the Mayor will explain a lot more of this. The information will help us all make better decisions about how we manage our environment and how to pass that information to our children and our mokopuna after us. So, on behalf of Ngai Tahu, welcome. On behalf of Ngai Tuahuriri, welcome. What I'd like to do now is, ladies and gentlemen, the Honourable Mayor Leanne Dalziel. Kia ora.
E na mana, e na reo, e ro rangatira mā, tēnei te mihi kia koutou, i te kaupapa te rā, tēnā koutou, tēnā rā tātou katoa. Can I begin by thanking Kaharoa for introducing us and welcoming us to this place. Can I acknowledge our Minister, the Honourable Megan Woods. The Prime Minister was here in Christchurch yesterday and spoke in her address of the Innovative Partnership Program. And so it's really good to be able to have the Minister here today to reflect on the significance of the government's investment in that program and what that means for this region. Can I particularly welcome Andrew Matthewson and the team from Airbus. It's great to have you here. Welcome to Christchurch, New Zealand's garden city, which has also now become a 21st century city of opportunity and exploration. And I kind of want to reflect on that theme for a minute. Although those that know our history will always will understand that exploration has been in our DNA for a very long time, from those that navigated uncharted waters to settle here first hundreds of years ago, through to the Antarctic explorers of the heroic age who based themselves saw Christchurch as the springboard for their exploration into equally uncharted waters. And I thought I'd quote from Ernest Shackleton, because he's a bit of a hero of a number of us. He famously said, "It is in our nature to explore, to reach out into the unknown. The only true failure would be not to explore at all." And I guess that's why we are proud here in Christchurch to host the nationwide New Zealand Aerospace Challenge 2019. The challenge is a way of fostering our significant but often under the radar high-tech industry here in Christchurch and beyond in the region, creating both future employment opportunities but also establishing Christchurch and Canterbury as New Zealand's hub for aerospace industry and research and development. We strongly believe in working in partnership. Partnership is the way to operate in the world that we're in today, bringing together, in this case, industry, business and education, which makes the challenge a perfect fit for our city and region. It brings together players from our well-established and thriving agricultural sector with innovators from the tech sector, high-tech manufacturing industry, aerospace experts, unmanned aircraft and satellite developers, tertiary institutes, big businesses, small businesses, and everyone in between. And basically we have it all here in our region. The challenge is tackling one of the most important global issues we face, sustainability. Using the very latest technology to identify potential problems on our land and in our waters so we can preserve these precious resources for future generations. And we've heard Kaharoa speak to the meaning of kaitiakitanga. And I found a definition previously, in a previous last year I found this definition, and I find that it helps us to understand why what we do is so important. Kaitiakitanga is more than stewardship, guardianship, preservation and protection, but it is all of these. It recognises the relationship between everything and everybody in the natural world, there being no distinction between people and their environment. It is completely independent of ownership in a European sense. It ensures any use is sustainable because it is an intergenerational responsibility, past, present, and future, a duty of care owed as much to our ancestors as to our children's grandchildren. And I thought that really captured what Kaharoa was saying, the gift that we give to future generations. I'd like to acknowledge all the organisations working together to bring this challenge to life. It's great to see partnerships across industry, government and private enterprise investing time, skills and funds to support this type of future-focused technology. So on that note, I'm now going to hand over to our next speaker, the Minister for Research, Science and Innovation, Dr. Megan Woods, to continue the story. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā rā tātou katoa.
Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. And thank you, Leanne, for those words in Kaharoa, for extending a warm welcome to everybody on behalf of the tangata whenua Ngāi Tahu. I'd also like to welcome you all to New Zealand and Christchurch. I'm doing that as the Minister for Research, Science and Innovation, as a proud Christchurch local, and as the MP for Wigram. And I'm delighted to be here today for the launch of the New Zealand Aerospace Challenge 2019. I'd like to issue a special welcome to our international guests. Andrew, you and the team from Airbus. It's good to have you here again and to see you. And to our honourable guest, the French Ambassador, Her Excellency Sylvain Cartelevere, and Spanish Ambassador, His Excellency Mr. Fernando Curcio. I'd also like to acknowledge Christchurch NZ and all the other partners that have made this happen. The University of Canterbury Centre for Space Science Technology, Blink Innovations, Airways and Space Base for their role in making all this come together. And of course, as we in Christchurch are still prone to do, waxing lyrical about being here in the wonderful Turanga and being able to host us here. It's wonderful. And it really is my pleasure to be here today at the launch of this New Zealand Aerospace Challenge with all of you. And it's particularly exciting for me for two reasons. The first is that Airbus is partnering with key local stakeholders and engaging more closely with New Zealand's business and research institutions. It speaks volumes about the unique advantages of New Zealand's innovation system and our appetite for welcoming new opportunities that these partnerships have been able to develop. Airbus is a world leader in aeronautics and space technology with powerful data and technical expertise, and this will be a good fit in our innovation ecosystem. The challenge is the first of the initiatives under the letter of intent between Airbus and the Ministry of Business, Innovation and Employment's Innovative Partnership Programme that we signed back in October of last year. It's another win for this exceptional team who make things happen, and I want to give my personal thanks to the people that work in the Innovative Partnerships team at MB. We've already welcomed Zephyr Airways and Leo Labs to set up space and aerospace operations here as well. The second reason that I'm really excited about this is the focus of the challenge, which is, as we've heard, is about sustainability of our agricultural sector, in particular the issues of water and soil management. We all know that these are absolutely critical issues for our country. At a time when we are facing a global confrontation with climate change, our government has set ourselves the ambitious goal of a net zero carbon economy by 2050. 21st century clean and green New Zealand also means action on climate change. But we know that agriculture is a vital part of our economy, but it's also responsible for 49% of New Zealand's greenhouse gas emissions. It's absolutely vital that we leverage new technologies like those that we're talking about today, to achieve our ambitious goal and find solutions to not only the issues facing agriculture, but also global problems like climate change. I'm a passionate believer that innovation flourishes when it is linked to purpose. And while New Zealand's agricultural industry is already well renowned for food production, we also have the opportunity in front of us to increase our presence in the multi-billion-dollar global agritech industry and become a world leader in agricultural sustainability. We expect the outcomes of the challenge to have real-world applications for the agricultural sector and agritech, as well as spillover benefits into other R&D intensive sectors. And this is another area that is so important to our government. We have committed to increasing our R&D spending to 2% of GDP over a decade. More investment in research and innovation and new ideas and new ways of doing things is how we build an economy that is more productive, more sustainable and more inclusive. New ideas, new ways of looking at the world and new knowledge also allow us to tackle the big issues that we are facing as a country and as a global community. That's why in last year's budget we committed $1 billion to the R&D tax incentive in the form of a 15% tax credit, which will enable more businesses to undertake R&D. And just editorial, this comes into being on 1 April of this year, so not many sleeps to go. Lifting the amount New Zealand businesses are spending on R&D will help diversify our economy, encourage new industries and companies to innovate, move further up the value chain and deliver higher wages. It's our intention that overseas companies doing their core R&D activity here will benefit from the tax incentive in the same way that New Zealand businesses can. This kind of research being conducted here in New Zealand has important benefits for our economy. Unmanned aircraft and space satellite technology offer significant economic and environmental potential not only for agricultural management but for a range of public and private sectors. The challenges focus on these technologies presents opportunities in our emerging unmanned aircraft and space industries. This is a natural fit. New Zealand has long been home to a thriving innovation ecosystem. We're blessed with a highly skilled workforce with niche expertises in physics, energy engineering and computer science research. Airbus's engagement with New Zealand will help us grow and deepen that capability. It is part of a wider plan within the Innovative Partnerships Program to build this thriving and growing innovation ecosystem. By supporting partnerships between international and domestic businesses, research organisations, infrastructure providers and regulators, we are driving investors' decisions to conduct R&D, innovate, invest and build a sustained New Zealand presence. Partnerships like these support the development of New Zealand as an internationally credible, competitive and connected R&D destination. And I'm looking forward to seeing the results of this exciting challenge. And I can't wait to see the work you do and the contribution that you can make. Now in this tag team operation, it is my absolute pleasure to introduce Airbus Managing Director, Asia Pacific, Andrew Matthewson. We're looking forward to hearing from you.
Minister Woods, thank you very much for that very warm welcome. Tēnā koutou katoa. I'd also like to acknowledge Your Excellencies, the French Ambassador, Ms. Carlevin, the Spanish Ambassador, Mr. Couthio, teams, Christchurch, New Zealand, the Ministry of Business, Innovation and Employment, of course, the Mayor, Leanne Dazil, and Kaharo, thank you very much. Distinguished guests, we live in exciting times, and I'm proud to be here today to launch the New Zealand Aerospace Challenge on this International Women's Day. And I must say, it's a great honour to see so many female leaders on this podium today. It's a real reflection of New Zealand culture and leadership. Never before has it been so easy to communicate, travel, and challenge ourselves. Our pace of change and innovation is unprecedented. So too is the importance of sustainability and regeneration. We at Airbus are driving efficiency while making it easier for people to travel, communicate, research, do business, and spend time with family and friends. While many people may know Airbus as a maker of aeroplanes, we also lead the aerospace industry in helicopters, satellites, and secure communication systems. With more than 250 Kiwi employees here in New Zealand, we're here for the long term. As a company, we're constantly looking for the best and brightest people and ideas to help solve today's and tomorrow's challenges, which is why we're proud to be part of the Aerospace Challenge, a tangible outcome for the partnership between Airbus and the New Zealand government. New Zealand has long been recognised as an innovative country with a can-do attitude. The nation's agriculture sector provides an important backbone to the country and shares our drive to enhance regeneration. A major challenge for agriculture today is to identify ways of increasing productivity whilst reducing environmental impacts, increasing yields, and maximising returns for our farmers. Earth observation from satellites can help farmers to plan, map, measure, and work efficiently. Today, Airbus provides Earth observation satellite information in support of a range of farming practices, including broadacre cropping, dairy, and viticulture. This information, integrated with data such as agronomy, soil and climate data, can be used in developing and refining tools to assess, monitor, and improve environmental and economic risks in the industry. Here in New Zealand, Airbus data is used in the government's carbon accounting program. However, we know we can do more with aerospace technology, and that's why we're here today. With our partners in the New Zealand government and here in Christchurch, we want to work with New Zealand's thinkers, innovators, in a bid to develop the country's aerospace system. Throughout the Aerospace Challenge, Airbus will provide Earth observation data and mentors to assist participants. We're calling on you to come and work with us throughout the challenge, culminating in the Pitch Fest in October this year. History has shown us that innovation in one area can deliver new ideas, products, services, and applications in other areas. The key is to keep moving forward, to explore, to challenge ourselves. We want to see new ideas, concepts and tools that can be dreamt up today to answer the challenges of tomorrow. Thank you. May I now introduce Tony Lamming, CEO of Blink Innovation, who will give you an insight into the work that that company is doing to bring together all of the elements in a glue so that we understand each other's capabilities and how we can work together. Tony.
Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Thank you everybody, and it's great to be here this afternoon. Firstly, thank you to our Mayor Leanne Dalziel for really championing our city, our high-tech city, on the back of our biggest food basket in the country, with innovation renowned through the Canterbury Plains. To the Honourable Megan Woods, thank you for your role in championing innovation, for bringing innovation partnerships to New Zealand that allows us to expand and grow and continue to be competitive on the global stage. To Ngā Tahu and to Kahorai, thank you for your blessings today and what's a really special place for us here. To the Airbus team, welcome to New Zealand for those of you that are here for the first time. For those of you that know and love us, it's really exciting to have you here in Christchurch, launching this great challenge as the first step in what we hope and know will be a really long-term partnership. So Blink Innovation is an unusual organisation. We've been set up to focus on our agricultural industry, which is critical to New Zealand's prosperity. What we're about is bringing together those collaborations that we need in our modern world that cross industries, government, regulators, farmers, growers, international and domestic, to actually step up and solve some of our big challenge and land that future innovation that allows us to continue to be prosperous and competitive. Important for us is that we connect first and foremost with our industries and our farmers and growers with their big challenges to help them actually work through some of these opportunities. What we hear all the time at the moment is this increasing complexity, these major challenges around the environment. How do we feed a world that needs more and more food and do that in a sustainable way and leave it in a way that's much better tomorrow than we have today? So it's an exciting place for us to be part of this partnership, and I want to thank Christchurch NZ for bringing together all these partners. It's not easy to put those collaborations together, and we look forward to really building that aerospace agri-cluster here in the city and beyond into the Canterbury Plains and beyond across New Zealand and internationally as we continue to grow. Our resources are precious and not unlimited, and we really do need to step up our action to protect the world for future generations. We're seeing this cry for action build up in our young people as they think about what world they will be living in the future and what world they will be bringing their children in. And we're seeing that action really build up around the world. It's a very exciting time where technology is bringing insight and tools to our big problems and making them affordable to do things that we haven't been able to do in the past. To add that to the knowledge and capability and innovation that we have in agriculture is what's got everybody excited. And so we know that through this collaboration we can achieve so much more than we can on our own. Space satellite technology, infrastructure, hardware and information are emerging areas that bring insights that we can't see. And there's a range of people sitting here in the audience today and beyond that are using these tools already and are excited by what they might be able to do and do this in harmony with our planet. New Zealand is known for our innovation in agriculture, and we've done that across the ecosystem because at the bottom of the world, that's the way that we've survived. We've explored, we've pushed the boundaries, and this is just another amazing step towards that. So Blink collaboration is at the heart of our approach and design. This challenge brings us all of that together, space data and technology, into the heart of New Zealand's agriculture production and innovation and science. Canterbury is New Zealand's largest and most diverse food basket, where a lot of our innovation is evident and supported by one of our largest groupings of land-based science and research. This partnership provides an opportunity to step up that innovation and solve those big challenges and take those to the world beyond, to build those new competitive industries, products and services in agritech alongside changing the way we do agriculture. We can only solve these big challenges through collaboration. We can't do it on our own. And what I'd like to do is end with something that Henry Ford said a long time ago. Coming together is a beginning, keeping together is progress, and working together is success. I'm really excited that this is just the start of coming together, and who knows what we'll see in 9 months' time and what we'll see beyond. So I'd like to introduce you to Emmeline Dahlstrom, one of the co-founders of Space and a recently made Cantabrian. She's located her business and her family here in the last month. She's going to share a bit more with you about our challenge.
Kia ora tātou. As Karo has mentioned earlier, I'm an Edmund Hillary Fellow. I'm from California, and I'm here for 3 years. And I'm a co-founder of Space, which is essentially here in New Zealand, and our focus is to democratize access to space starting in New Zealand. And we're really, really excited that we're basically the delivery partner for the challenge this year. And for us, this is such a great opportunity. As you can see, Christchurch is really the best host for this challenge. Since we got here about a year and a half ago, we've already seen so much activity happening in the city. From companies like Skybase, Orbica, Fabrum, to like UC's engineers basically helping establish Rocket Lab, to even the younger generation. I mean, there's the Kashmir High School who's doing a satellite club, to actually having the new New Zealand Student Space Association having their branch here as well just recently. So there's just so much happening that we're really excited that Christchurch, including Christchurch and Zed, has taken the opportunity to actually kind of take on this really great opportunity. So for one, I wanted to thank the general audience, of which I'm hoping that a lot of you will actually apply for the challenge. And so how do you actually participate? So the challenge has several parts. And one really big thing that we're running this year is this virtual incubation program. What's going to happen this time is like the incubation program is now open for applications between now and April 15th. As you can see in the timeline. After that time period, we're going to be picking about 20 teams that we will be supporting with the help of the key partners with data, mentorship, training and tools, and so that we can help you actually work on those solutions much faster and more efficient. So by May timeframe, we would have those potentially 20 teams, and the incubator program will be between May and September. And then by September 15th is the actual full application, deadline. And from then on, we're also going to be picking 10 finalists that will compete here in Christchurch in October for the actual grand prize and the second and third prize winners. And so with that as well, we'll have a demo of the solutions here on October the 17th, and then a pitch session on the 18th as well here in Christchurch. So before you go, make sure that you actually look at the technology that is happening here with all of the displays as well, and definitely network. And if you have more questions, go to New Zealand Aerospace Challenge.com. It's now live. And make sure that you put in your proposal for the application of the incubator before April 15th. And I think, where's Kahara? And so I'll just turn it over to Kahara to finish the event.
So I'm going to finish the event. To all the applicants, good luck. I look forward to seeing many of the finalists in October. On our note, we're going to ask our speakers if they would like to make their way, follow the lady coming up now. Yeah, I know it's Kylie, they didn't know it was Kylie. It's going to take you through. Media are going to be doing some interviews with them. Please excuse our speakers for a few minutes, ladies and gentlemen. They are, unfortunately, a couple of them do have to leave relatively quickly. Myself and the mayor included. We got another engagement we have to do. But we would please stay, mingle, network, And you're more than welcome to stay until 3 p.m. And you are to view the locally made and world-leading technology that is on display, network and enjoy some nibbles and hot drinks, which will be served very shortly. There is a bit of a disclaimer. Please be careful, it says here, with your food and drinks near the technology on display. We don't mind if you do it on other people, just not on the technology. That'd be great. And then the organisers, once you stand up, this is going to be real cool. You're going to stand up and then someone's going to whine for one and go bibbidi bobbidi boo, and the chairs are going to all disappear. Not as quickly as that, but they're going to move the chairs away. So ladies and gentlemen, applicants, good luck. Our distinguished guests, welcome to Christchurch. International guests, welcome to New Zealand. That's me, signing off. Peace out. Enjoy. Good.